clear. Come on. We're right next to the pandemonium.
Betel? What the hell is going on?
There's no time. I need
What are you doing here with...
Shut up! For once, please shut up and just listen.
Okay. I'm listening.
I need your help. Everything depends on it.
Now I really am listening. And I'm also intrigued.
The Eye broke into my apartment. They tried to arrest me. Or kill me. This is Hannah. She rescued me.
Hey.
We've met. What the fuck did you do?
Maybe it's because I connected to Dreamtime and they know who I am and what I can do.
What you can...
Never mind that. We have evidence what is behind the terrorist attack.
What in the fuck?
Check this out.
Are you insane? You brought a mother-chording
The same antimatter that was used in the attack. Manifesto was framed. That device right there connects Watticorp to the bombing.
Oh, those fucking mother-jords! I can run an analysis on this, compare it to the readings from the bombing. But how do you connect the two?
Here's a tip. If you ever plan on running a criminal empire, skip the paper trail.
Will this be enough to nail Watti for the attack?
Naylor left something for us. A recording. It's been mangled, but we figured you might be able to...
Fix it? Probably. I'll take a look. But without wire access, I'm not sure how useful it'll be.
Good thing we found a live access point in the tunnels.
You did what? How long were you guys down there?
Hannah will show you how to get there. I need to enter Dreamtime again. For real this time.
Like I told you earlier, Betel, I don't have any unlicensed dream machines. If you hook up using a normal dreamer, they'll probably track you down again.
Oh, right. I almost forgot.
Well, fuck me. An unlicensed dreamer. What else do you have in there? A rabbit? A dozen white doves?
I need to use this now, and I need to do it here. I have nowhere else to go.
So is this going to bring down Watticorp and fuck all the right people in all the right holes?
You'd better believe it.
You can use the sofa.
One last thing.
You're pushing it now, Betel.
Remember the data we talked about earlier? Here. You know what to do.
I'll use the access point in the tunnels and get this to Sully at the hand that feeds.
It's gonna look like I'm just sleeping, but if I'm right, if I remember correctly, I'll be going somewhere else. Don't wake me or disconnect me. I just need to know that I'll be safe here.
As safe as anyone can be in Propass, Betel. I promise.
Watch over me.
I made a promise.
Right. Here we go. See you all soon.
What the mother-jording what?
Where'd she go?
Well, this shitting shit just got real.
I've been here before. It's too grimy to see anything through, but there's daylight and the streets don't look too busy. These are both good things. It's a lot quieter than it was the last time I visited. I wonder if theoretically blind Bob's still around. I need to be out there, not in here. I'm a girl on a mission. The only way out of here, unless I somehow gained the power of flight on my trip across. I did not. The city of Marcuria is out there, waiting for me to enter it. No handle. I can't open it. There's dust everywhere. The inn must have closed down a while ago. I wonder what happened to the proprietor, Ben. She helped me out first time I came here. Last time I came here, this was your typical cozy fairy tale tavern. Now it's positively dystopian. Hey, is this the darkest timeline? This doesn't bode too well for the rest of my trip to Arcadia. Crow?
Ah!
Ah!
What's the matter?
You scared me!
You scared me.
What are you doing here? How did you find me?
I didn't. I mean, okay, I did. You're standing right there, so technically, yes, I found you. But I wasn't looking. This is my nest. Don't judge. It's a roof over my head. Well, a semi-roof. A roof that once was...
Where are we?
The Journeyman Inn. I mean, it was once. Now it's a dump.
The Journeyman... Oh, of course. What about the innkeeper? Ben. She was nice to me.
Dead and gone like everyone else, I suppose. I have to admit, I thought you were dead too. Last time I saw you, poof, vanished.
I'm still a bit vague on the details. I don't remember much from last year.
Me neither. After your disappearing act, next thing I remember, I was in Sadir. I just got back to Marcuria, which is why, you know, this place.
Sadir?
Home to the Azadi? Those armored folks with exciting facial hair and a terrible allergy to magic?
I remember the Azadi.
Being a talking bird in a place where they hunt magicals for sport? Boy, let me tell you,
Maybe later. I need to find a way out of here. Hey, do you remember meeting me in a dream?
I remember dreaming about you last night. Wait. How do you know about my dream?
It was my dream too.
You're invading my dreams now? Oh, God of ravens, I hope you didn't see the one with the chickens and,
Did Abnaxis say anything more after I left?
The lumpy fella who looks like he's been repeatedly beaten with an enormous ugly stick? Yes, he did. To be honest, I can't follow what he says half the time, but it was something to the effect of, "Bring her here. You will have brought her here. You will bring her here. You had have will be," etc., 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 etc. I believe the basic theme was, you know, something about bringing someone somewhere. But don't hold me to that.
That place in the dream, where is it?
You're asking me? I have no idea. I had a dream, that's all. It was a big white space. That could be literally anywhere. I'm guessing the North Pole?
I don't think that's it.
The South Pole?
Abnaxis said something about the children of the Purple Mountains. The Ula.
Ooh, no. You never heard of them. But the Purple Mountains, those should be easy to find.
Oh, you know where it is?
No, but come on, Purple Mountains. Most mountains are gray or white, not a whole lot of purple ones around. I'm sure they'll be easy to spot.
Yeah, no, it sounds like we'll need some help with that.
We? Look, I don't know where this "we" thing came from. I am doing just fine on my own. Also, I definitely don't need another adventure. I'm done with adventures. From now on, I'm an unadventurous bird. No, you go off and find help for yourself. It's nice seeing you again.
Abnaxis told you to bring me there.
In a dream. A dream. If I was going to start taking advice from my dreams, I'd be in a whole heap of troubles.
It wasn't just a dream. It was a vision.
Dreams, visions, nightmares, hallucinations, they all belong under the same general heading of really bad ideas.
Well, I don't have anything else to go on, so I guess that's where I'm heading. The Purple Mountains. Crow must be here for a reason, or I'm where Crow is for a reason. It can't just be chance. I mean, he popped up in my dream vision thing. This means something. I guess I need Crow's help to do whatever it is I have to do. He's my officially assigned sidekick. From what I know of legends and fairy tales, every adventurer must have one. talking bird, wisecracking companion of adventuring women, occasional chauvinist, but maybe the Avian society is less progressive, so I forgive him. Wait, how do I get out of here?
Do you have wings?
Seriously?
Then I don't know.
Right. Why are you living here, Crow?
Where else would I go? I'm a bird between nests. I haven't quite figured out my future yet. Basically, I'm homeless. Don't look at me. Don't judge.
I'm not judging. I'm homeless too. That's why I have to do this. I need to fix things.
Fix what?
Reality, dreams, the world, my life. Something, anything, everything, I don't know, whatever I'm supposed to be doing to just get back to being me.
I can totally relate to all of that. Have you found a way out of here yet? If you concentrate real hard, maybe you can sprout wings and fly out. Not that I'm against guests, but this is my home, and you're trespassing.
It doesn't look like anyone's taking care of this place anymore. I mean, that's an actual hole in the roof. At least it's not raining. There's something up there. What is that? Hey, Crow, can you check out that metal thingy up there?
What, the door handle I removed in order to get some privacy and... Oh.
Seriously?
One door handle coming right up. I mean, down.
It must have fallen off, and Crow picked it up because... shiny? I don't know, he's a bird, they're inscrutable. This handle goes in the door. Door opens, Zoe gets out of here. Everyone wins. I thought you were staying put.
In this godforsaken pigeon's nest? I'm done living like a gnatcatcher and not having any adventures. It was fun for a while, but I'm ready to live again! So what exactly is this thing we're doing?
Finding someone who can help me get to the Purple Mountains and the first dreamer.
And what kind of adventure are we talking about here? A light stroll along safe, well-lit streets, camping out in the woods under mostly clear skies? Facing, potentially, life-threatening dangers on perilous mountain paths?
I'd say that last one is a distinct possibility.
Oh, great. That's great. Already regretting this.
I feel better having Crow around, even though I'm not sure what he can do. Still, a useless sidekick is better than no sidekick. I'm not saying he's useless. I wish I had wings. I could just fly to the Purple Mountains. After I get some proper directions.
Is there a plan, or are we just winging it? Boom-ching.
Depends. Are the rebels still around?
I've heard mentions of rebels, yes, mostly preceded by cursing and followed by loud calls for slit throats and severed heads.
That's our plan then. Find the rebels. Any idea where we can find the rebels?
I've only been back a couple of months and I've mostly been nesting, so no idea.
Great. Wait, nesting? Isn't that something only...
Stop! Let me stop you right there. And let's never speak of this again.
What's this? The Journeyman is closed, but all patrons and well-wishers are welcome at the Rooster and Kitten on Iread Avenue near Southgate. And here's a drawing of a rooster and a kitten, just to avoid any confusion, I guess.
That's right. A pussy riding a kitten. On a cock. A rooster. Is it just me, or is that,
Not just you.
Good.
Well, this is as good a clue as any. To the cock and... the rooster and kitten we go. This is crazy. I'm really here. And I remember it all. Well, I remember some of it. Things do look a little different. But, wow. I'm back. And it wasn't a crazy coma dream after all. The Journeyman is closed, but patrons and well-wishers are welcome at the Rooster and Kitten on Iread Avenue near Southgate, signed Ulvic the Ever-Thirsty. I guess the Rooster's our next stop. Also, Ulvic the Ever-Thirsty. Does every name come with an adjective in this place? Zoe the Perennially Lost. Right, to the Rooster and Kitten. A map of the city. This could be useful. That should help me find my way around town. I can tell from the etching that this man is dodgy. Honor Hilaris. What kind of name is that? A very dodgy name, is what that is. National Front. It all makes sense now. Reactionary right-wingers are not exclusive to my world. They look shady. What did they do? Steal a magic hammer or something? If I see any of these people around, I'll look away, walk faster, pretend I saw nothing, like a boss. I know they're supposed to be bad, but they look pretty cool. These pipes are everywhere. I'm sure they weren't here the last time around. I keep overhearing people talking about the reaping. This must all be part of the harvest celebrations. If I have time after saving the world, I'll come back for some bread with jam and dancing around bonfires.
I have to say I'll be relieved when they're finally done with all this construction work. They've been building those tubes for years now, it feels like.
It's been about a year now, I think. Well, that's progress for you. Progress is never silent.
Really? Is that like an aphorism?
Must be. Sounds like it.
Well, I hope it's worth it, whatever those pipes are for. Am I the only one who thinks they're a real eyesore?
Progress is never pretty.
That is not an aphorism. No one ever says that.
They might. It could be.
It's connected to the pipes. Looks steampunky, very retro future. I can't even begin to guess what they're for. Shiny Azadi machinery. I remember seeing these the last time I was here, but there seem to be a lot more now.
A shame the Magicals torched Old Town. But what did you expect? Those leeches wouldn't be happy unless they ran the city. And now they've been run out of the city instead. Good riddance. Remember to vote, young lady. The National Front needs your support to get Mr. Hilaris into City Watch. Now, without him, there's no telling where we'll end up. He's the only man for the job. Look, it's not like I lack compassion for magicals, but they didn't belong here. Now that they're gone, we can celebrate reaping the way it's supposed to be celebrated, without sorcery. National Front's having an assembly on Reap Moon's Eve. You're welcome to stop by. There'll be a proper banquet with good cheeses and meats, followed by a rousing speech by Mr. Hilaris himself. Pretty thing like you. I can tell you're on the side of faith, family, and humanity. If you haven't yet pledged your support to Mr. Hilaris and the National Front, we'd love to have you on board.
The Asadi remind me of the Eye. Fascist soldiers are the same everywhere, even across parallel dimensions. This is the enemy. Well, not that guy in particular. I'm sure he's just doing his job. Why do the worst people have the best uniforms? This is a universal truth.
For they are close. They are everywhere. I smell them. Do you not smell them? That foreign spice, magic, filth. It warms my heart to see you standing before me, standing up for what's good and fair. Glory, cousins, glory be upon you. In the light of the goddess. Yes, yes. I spoke recently with our benefactors. I spoke to them about that immigrant, the magical. Yes, yes, yes. I spoke to them. I said, listen to these humble, brave folk, your cousins.
I fit
Humans
right in with the locals.
brought to their knees.
I like their
by the
style.
Magical.
Maybe I can
Driven to
introduce a line of
bankrupts,
Arcadia
to
influenced
moral
fashion when I get back.
corruption. Simple,
People look friendly enough,
uncomplicated
but I
men
only
and
see
women
humans, no
led
much.
astray by the devilish,
What happened to them?
demonic, magical, the necromancer. I said to them, I said,
What are those called
we
again?
need
Old
to
Wayne.
make a stand.
Alwan,
Now.
something like that.
Now!
They're docile,
We need
like
to
giant
rally
hippos.
behind our benefactors,
Are
behind
hippos
our
docile,
own.
or are they
And I said to them, I said,
I think deadly.
you need
Great.
what they need.
Dorothy,
what
you're not in
we
Kansas
need
anymore.
Is someone
Maybe they
to
do have
stand
creatures
up
like this in Kansas,
and
I wouldn't know.
speak the human
Kansas is only a
cause.
place.
The true
Nice
Marcuria.
thing. Good
Someone
boy
not
or girl.
afraid of the magical and his
Hey,
foreign
soft.
tongues.
I thought it'd be
Yes.
hard like a tortoise's
Yes.
shell.
You know me. You know me. You know I seek no fame or fortune. I seek only truth. I seek the light. I seek justice for brave, humble, human folk like you.
So what have you been up to since I last saw you, Crow?
Like I said, after we parted ways, I woke up in Sadir. I have no memory of how I got there. I spent some time living wing to beak on the streets, disguised as a common cockatoo. That didn't go so well. I truly hate other birds, foul-brained tits. Eventually, I got help and found a ride back to Marcuria. Then I moved into the Journeyman, then I met you, then we went off on adventures together. But enough about me. What about you? What have you been up to?
Coma, mostly.
That sounds nice. Was it nice?
Wouldn't recommend it, no.
I have to admit, I'm quite relieved there's less sorcery about these days. Makes life a bit more predictable.
You don't know what you're saying.
I'm sorry?
That's like saying you're happy there's no more wind to make you freeze, or no more water to drown in.
How's magic comparable with wind and water?
Because magic is wind and water, earth and grass, stars and sound and light and life. Magic binds everything together. Without magic, there's nothingness.
Well, I'll be happier when there's no sorcery around to muck things up, is all I'm saying.
Were you even listening? Never mind. I give up.
Maybe it's for sewage, but ugh, if there was a breach. Oh no, it can't be for sewage. Something's passing through. It could be a pneumatic tube transport. They were a big thing back in the Stone Ages.
So what's your take on this Hilarious fellow? I keep seeing his face plastered all over town. Never heard of him before recently. Barrister, is he?
The National Front guy? On my honour. Anyone who wants to lead the city guard that bad is up to no good. And I think he's being a little too harsh on sorcery in general. I mean, a little sorcery never hurt anyone, did it?
Doesn't even matter anymore, does it? There are barely any magicals left. The Arcadia have done a thorough job with that.
They're better off on the islands.
I've heard they've been relocated to the Southlands.
Even better. Out of sight, out of mind. They can live peaceably there with their own. Northlands for humans, I guess.
So, you're a National Front supporter?
Well, I suppose I am. Makes sense. Sure, why not? I'll cast my vote for Hilarious. He's probably a stand-up guy after all.
Are you actually going to cast your vote?
I doubt it. I mean, who has the time?
Happy Reap Moon! Are you from the east? People do come from far and wide to join the festivities. Welcome to Marcuria. I don't have time to chat, sorry. There's so much to take care of before tonight's festivities. Maybe I'll see you there. Oh, hello. Always nice to meet new people, I guess, but I'm actually on my way somewhere. Maybe another time.
It's good to see tourists like yourself coming to the city despite the unrest. All that business with the magicals. Shameful. That's not what this city is about. I'm not saying I sympathise with the resistance. I mean, I don't condone violence. But I also don't believe this National Front is the answer. And the magicals, they deserve better. We really shouldn't be talking about this out here in the open. The Azadi have done good things here in the city, great things, but this this purge, that's not one of them. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be talking about any of this. Welcome to Marcuria. Enjoy the Festival of Reaping.
Puppet masters, that's what they are. The emissary, that Raman person. Hilarious is one of theirs. A puppet on strings once he's elected.
It's the reaping! Can't we just enjoy the festival like normal people?
While the Azadi are plotting to enslave us all and destroy the world. Hardly.
The yams are particularly tasty this season.
Is that so? Could you recommend a particular stall?
There's this lovely rustic stall up High Hall, run by a very friendly farmer from...
Puppets. That's all we are. Filthy puppets.
What can you tell me about Marcuria? What's changed?
Not much. They burned down Old Town. The Azadi have laid metal tubes everywhere. There are thousands of rats.
I noticed that. What are they for?
Tiny pets, I'd imagine.
Not the rats, the tubes.
Gymnastics?
Rustic. Like something out of a Miyazaki movie. I could see myself living here. It's a beautiful house. I wish I had time to explore this city more. I'm sure there are some amazing sights here. A perfect little hobbit house. I don't think anyone's living here, but it can't hurt to check. Oh, jams. Is it safe to bring back food to Stark? Is that even possible? Probably not. Oh, jams. Goldenberry conserve. That looks scrumptious. Honey and sungrass jam. Yummy, probably. Elguan meadow muffin sweet paste. Wait, what? They look like local wines. If I had more time here, I'd love to try one. Magical grapes probably taste magical. Red wines, for the most part, or at least red-coloured wines. Apple bobbing! Flashback to birthday parties and childhood crushes. Nothing beats half-eaten apples floating in murky water for awkward pre-teen courtships. How do these traditions cross the divide between worlds? It's fascinating. They're preparing for a shindig of some kind. Any celebration that involves burning large sacks of hay is guaranteed success in my book. Pyres for celebrations or human sacrifices, one of the above. It looks like they're getting ready to celebrate Reap Moon's Eve. Harvest festivals are the same everywhere. Pumpkins transcend interdimensional divides. It's the vegetable that ties us all together. Are pumpkins vegetables? I've actually never seen one in real life before. I used to think they were just invented for movies, like laser swords and tigers.
I must admit that I'm getting rather excited about seeing their newfangled tube network in action.
So when is this ceremony taking place?
Next week, isn't it? They're timing it to coincide with the Feast of Reaping. That makes sense. If they want us to celebrate the whole, switching the tubes thing.
What does that even mean? Does anyone know what they're for?
Well, they're supposed to make everything more efficient, right? Just more efficient, in general.
Make what more efficient, and how?
Well, efficient, like, I don't know. Why are you asking me? I'm not a bloody engineer, I'm just excited about the ceremony.
So, how's business?
Pretty good. I mean, reaping's a great time for me. Plenty of customers. Even if those farmers are tight-fisted, they bring their own food into the city.
They ought to do something about that.
How? I mean, farmers bring food into the city. That's what they do. That's, their whole thing.
Yeah, but still.
No, that makes no sense at all. I mean, that's what the bloody reaping is all about. Farmers harvest their crops, bring the produce into the city, sell it, and come Reap Moon Eve, we all enjoy the Feast of Reaping.
I know, but is that what we really want from those peasants?
Well, yes. Yes, it is.
I'd love to read up on the history of Marcuria. Last time I came here, I think someone told me it's thousands of years old. But how much has been rebuilt over time? There's so much to see here, so many places to explore. I wish I had more time to just wander and look. I remember this gate. It leads up to the big tower. Why is it closed? Maybe it has something to do with this reaping thing. I'm pretty sure that leads to the tower square.
I don't know how I'll have everything ready in time for this evening. Petrus invited everyone at the office to our house for dinner.
Then make him cook the bloody food.
It's the reaping. I'm not going to let him ruin my good reputation. No, I'll just have to serve enough apple wine to make everyone forget about the food.
That's an excellent idea. Can we come?
What's another 2 people at this point? But bring something.
More sweet apple wine?
Perfect.
Alexander J. Banks, Alexander Stasenko, Alexei Verkharobin, Alan Parsnow, Baron Morchuai, Benjamin Bonnet, Bettina Filius, David Armanson, Dr. Grey Mold, Emmanuel Arandiga, Friederica.
I don't know how I'll have everything ready in time for this evening. Petrus invited everyone at the office to our house for dinner.
Then make him cook the bloody food.
It's the reaping. I'm not going to let him ruin my good reputation. No, I'll just have to serve enough apple wine to make everyone forget about the food.
That's an excellent idea. Can we come?
What's another 2 people at this point? But bring something.
So where would the rebels be?
From what I've heard, they were pushed out of Marcuria after Old Town burned to the ground.
There must be some remaining, if the resistance is still alive.
Probably shouldn't talk too loudly about the resistance, Ray. Zoe.
Right.
First time in Marcuria? You missed your chance to visit Old Town. It was the heart of the city, one of the few neighborhoods that hadn't changed for 1,000 years. You know what else I miss about Old Town? The sandwiches. They were so tasty, and that lovely Dalmari lady who made them. But we're not supposed to speak of these things. I'm sure you know that we're celebrating the Festival of Reaping, an entire moon of events leading up to next week's Feast of Reaping. It's very exciting. I wish I could see Marcuria again for the first time. After 20 years, I'm still in love with the city. I'd never go back to Nedra despite the occupation. The Azadi aren't so bad. For the most part, they just ignore us. But these National Front people, they're the ones you have to watch out for. They're not good people.
Hey, I remember this place. This is where I scared one of those large turtle cow things and freed a furry dog thing. Memories. Broken, fragmented memories. I remember visiting this place when I was here last. It's all coming back. Well, some of it, at least. It's written in an alien language. I've no idea what that says. I guess the magical translation only works with voice. The Rooster and Kitten. This is it, my first stop. Hopefully someone here will know something about the Resistance. Didn't this used to be the Cock and, Puss? Anyway, this is the place I'm looking for. I'm going inside. Wait for me?
What else can a free bird do? I need the open sky over my head. Or at least a proper hole in the roof. I'll be right here. Or over there, where there's cheese and... Ooh, is that a bread crust? Don't look at me.
I'm not. I'm going in. People drinking in pubs looks the same everywhere, aside from clothes, and the drinks, and the whole ambience. It's not that crowded here. It's a nice place, but maybe it's too early in the day. I blend in well with these folks. It's my kind of place. Rustic, low-key, cheap. Festive, a very autumnal feel. I guess this reaping thing is a harvest festival of some sort. Worn and well used, but clean. A sign of a good pub. That must be Ulvic the Ever-Thirsty. He does look like he could drink a lot. That's probably Ulvic, the publican. He seemed friendly enough.
Welcome to the Rooster and Kitten.
Hey, greetings. Well, met?
What?
What? I don't know. I'm foreign.
You don't say. From where exactly? I'm a traveller myself, but I can't quite place the accent.
I have no idea. I'm from the north. North of here. Far, far north.
Is that so? Across the border mountains then, I reckon?
Across them and across the next ones, too. Do you know the Arctic Circle?
Can't say I've heard of it.
Inside that circle, it's quite desolate and cold.
Right. Well, I'm not a man who enjoys cold weather, me. Or the warmer the better.
I'm just going to wing it. Southwards, like all the woods, way south, as far as south goes. Nowhere near this place at all.
Nowhere south is near here. South goes all the way to the other side of the world. Whereabouts in the south would this be then? The islands? The Southlands? Further still?
Further. Much further. It's very hot down there. You've probably never been.
Oh, I enjoy the heat. Even Marcuria in summer isn't hot enough for me. I've travelled the Southlands quite extensively, so maybe I've...
Then you've probably been, yes, but I don't like talking about it. Family. Blood. Bad blood. I'm happy to have left all of the bad blood behind me.
I see. Well, I wouldn't want to rip open old wounds, eh?
I wish I'd taken those improv classes now. East. Way out east. Where the sun rises.
I've always wondered about that. I haven't travelled that far east myself. What does it look like when it rises, the sun?
It's enormous. You don't realise how big it is until you see it up close.
Ah, I'd like to see it for myself one day. Maybe I'll take the trip when I retire. What's this land of yours called?
China?
Never heard of it, but I'll make a note.
Say something. Say anything. West. Just Back west. Far, far back.
What, Azadir?
Further left. West. Further west.
I didn't think there was a further west. I thought Azadir was as far west as west goes before it's east again.
Right, well, you know, east, but by way of the west.
That makes no sense to me, but then there is much that I haven't seen yet during my travels. What's this land named?
Canada.
Canada.
Yep. Home sweet Americanada.
So what'll it be today?
I'm sorry, what?
You know, you're not the first person confused by that question, even though by all appearances this is a drinking establishment. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Is it my demeanor? Do I not appear appropriately barkeepish?
No, you're absolutely barkeepish. You exude publicanism. Drinks. There appear to be festivities going on in the city. When in Rome, I wouldn't say no to a festive drink with a tiny umbrella in it.
I beg your pardon? Why would liquid need cover from the rain?
Should have seen that one coming. Do you have something tall and sweet and not too strong? Preferably with pieces of fruit attached to it.
How about a mug of watered-down apple cider with an onion in it?
That also works. These clothes are warm and itchy and I'm in dire need of refreshments. Do you have something cold and bubbly?
Cold? Bubbly? My ale's warm, flat and bitter. You can have a cupful of that.
Sure. Yes. Why not? What do you order in an old-timey tavern? Mead.
Mead?
No. Ale. Warm, dark, bitter ale, thick as porridge. In a metal chalice of some sort, suitable for drunken tossing.
You're sure about this?
Yes. I have been to an establishment such as this before. I know my ropes.
Clearly.
Beer. Beer?
Coming right up, my dear. Are you certain you're in the right place?
Not at all.
Honesty. Ha! I like it. It's all too rare these days. From your attire and well, all of you, I'd say you're probably looking for a place up High Hall, not down here, dockside. This is a rough neighbourhood and, well, you do stand out in my usual crowd of ne'er-do-wells, and standing out isn't always a good thing these days.
I'm certain this place has some connection with the Resistance. I should keep him talking. Maybe he's right, or maybe he's just trying to get rid of me. I can always explore for a bit and come back later. Right, this establishment doesn't look... me. I mean, it's nice. You have a nice place, but I should probably just... Thank you.
Anytime, my dear.
Do I smell magicals? I think I smell magicals. Why are there magicals in this place? I thought this was a human establishment.
Everyone should vote for Honor Ilaris.
He seems like a slimy little toad to me.
He says a lot of smart things. The road forward is self-ruled in cooperation with the Azadi. No point trying to work against them.
He wants to get rid of all magicals.
So, most of them have left already. It's not like we can do anything to change that. It's a new age. The age of humans.
I don't trust the man. Honour and humanity. It's a pile of Elgun dung, if you ask me.
A fresh face at the Rooster, eh? This place needs a fresh face and some normalcy. Too many weirdos and warriors and magicals hanging about, if you ask me. Have you ever heard the story of the onyx cockerel? Proud owl-fighting rooster of the north. Buy me an ale later tonight and I'll regale it to you in rhyme and song. You're a beauty. What are you doing down here by the docks? Only ours, soldiers and sailors here. Present company not included, of course.
I absolutely adore that coat. Where did you get it? Is it one of Madame Vivienne's creations? Oh, she has the best boutique in High Hall. I'm excited about the Harvest Festival, aren't you? Oh, I don't really care about the actual harvest, but it's an excuse to drink and eat and dance until sunrise. Yes, please. You're not drinking? You really should be drinking. I recommend the pumpkin brandy. It burns like fire, but the world looks so much better after. Yes, can I help you with anything? If you're trying to pick my pockets, you're making a dreadful mess of it. I appreciate that the reaping is a time for revelry and merriment, but I have to draw the line somewhere. I'm not letting you take me anywhere.
Have you paid your dues to Yaga yet?
The Wicker Witch of the North? I don't care much for childish superstition.
I wouldn't call her that if I were you.
You think she's listening? Here, in Marcuria? Ha! Don't make me laugh.
Her tendrils are everywhere in the spirit world. Her magic is old, older than the balance, older than the twin worlds. You speak ill of Yaga, and someday she might speak ill of you. And when she does, you should just pay your dues on Reap Moon's Eve with the rest of the city, and pray that your name never passes her lips.
Everyone should vote for Honor Ilaris.
He seems like a slimy little toad to me.
Self-rule in cooperation with the Azadi. No point trying to work against them.
Back so soon? Are you lost?
No, questions. Can I ask them? Do you mind?
Certainly not. I'll be happy to help.
Honour and humanity.
The city has changed quite a bit since my last visit. Fewer non-humans and more pipework. It's been a while since I was here last. What's new?
Given your age, pardon me, I didn't mean to presume. Perhaps your last visit wasn't so long ago.
Oh, a year and a half, at least.
At least? Well, there's no old town anymore. They burned the ghetto to the ground and shipped non-humans off to the islands. Also, the Azadi have built a network of metal tubes. It's everywhere. No one knows what it's for, but there it is. It's supposed to make things efficient. And they finished their tower. It's cordoned off until next week's grand ceremony, but it's an impressive structure. Tallest in all the Northlands, they say.
This pub was not called the Rooster Kitten the last time I was here. Didn't this used to be the
Cock and Puss. Someone's bright idea of a joke. Oh, we all get it. The cocky cockerel with a permanent frown on his face. Clever wordplay. Look at us, aren't we punny?
Yeah, wait, what?
I didn't approve. Too clever for its own good. But the painting of a tiny pussycat with a big smile riding on top of a proud capon. That idea I could get behind. It's sweet. It's sincere. It's family-friendly. It's how I like my clientele to see me.
There's some sort of festival going on. The reaping? I could use a primer. I keep hearing about the reaping. Reap Moon, Feast of Reaping.
I thought this was why you came to Marcuria.
Yes, I did. This is the reason for the coming to Marcuria, but I didn't read the literature before booking everything, and, well...
The reaping is the harvest festival. It's when the farmers bring their produce to the city markets. We celebrate this occasion with an entire month of revelling, culminating in the Feast of Reaping on Reap Moon's Eve. It's a giving of thanks to the earth and sky, the balance, the gods and goddesses, for providing food for the dark months ahead. And it's a fantastic excuse for eating and drinking as much as you can stomach.
I saw some soldiers on my way here. I wonder if the Azadi still have a big presence in Marcuria. The Azadi are still running the city?
Oh, they're not. The council runs the city. The emissary is... she's an advisor. Her advice is invaluable, of great value to all of us.
Sounds like a good arrangement. And the soldiers everywhere?
For our protection and benefaction. They keep us safe from enemies, outside and inside. From rebel terrorists and the like.
I wonder why they're flying those kites above the city. Are the red kites significant in some way?
Kites? You mean the dragons? They're traditional, but it's frowned upon. See, these days they're more of a symbol. They represent magic. The balance, the drag kin. And they represent resistance to the Azadi, to the new laws, to the exile of magicals. If you're caught with a dragon, or even if you stand too close to someone flying a dragon, the guards will arrest you. You will be punished. Best to ignore them and avoid trouble, because that's what those dragons are. Trouble.
He mentioned something about a ceremony at the tower. What's the grand ceremony about?
It's the official unveiling of the Tube network. I reckon it's where they'll tell us all about how things will be efficient in the future. The ceremony's taking place next week, on the day of the Feast of Reaping. The emissary probably thought it'd contribute to the celebrations. Won't make much of a difference to us Marcurians, to be honest. We'll still eat too much, drink too much, and pass out in the gutters when the sun rises. I mean, it's tradition, and tradition must be honoured.
I've only seen humans so far. There used to be blue people, furry people, non-human people. Where are they? Where are all the magical races?
Oh, you don't know? Well, you are foreign. They've been, what's the word? Repatriated to their original homelands. Well, it's for their own good. Marcuria's a human city now. There's really no need for sorcery anymore. The magicals are better off in the south, I'm sure.
You don't sound convinced.
Well, I am, sure.
If this place has a connection to the Resistance, this man would know. Hopefully he won't kick me out if I ask. What do you know about the Resistance? You know, rebels. Rebel movement. The magical insurgency? No?
We don't discuss terrorists here, madam.
Oh. Right, I'm sorry, I didn't mean... I was just curious.
Tell you what. There's someone you might want to talk to over in the Smithy and City Green. It's on the far side, close to the gate into the bones. Go knock on the door. Tell them you're there to inquire about the library. But now I'm afraid I have some work to do. I've been neglecting my other customers for too long.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thanks for all your help. Ulvic seems like such a lovely man. He reminds me of Sully. I miss Sully. He was helpful. I feel like I can trust him completely.
I'm afraid I'm very busy. Try the Smithy on City Green. I'll see you again soon, I'm sure. Not now, I'm sorry. I've told you everything I know.
I got a lead on the Resistance. While I'm looking into that, there's something I want you to do. A mission.
Mission is my middle name. No, that's not true. It's Edward. Nope, also a lie. I just always wanted to be an Edward.
I need a bird's eye view of things.
Are you trying to get rid of me, Zoe?
Of course not, but I'll feel much safer if you're watching out for me up there while I'm following up on our lead down here.
I feel a swelling in my chest cavity that can only mean one thing.
Pride?
No, an imminent burp. But I will do this thing that you ask of me, and I will feign pride if you need me to.
Knock yourself out.
Geronimo! Except in reverse. A minareg.
So, how's business?
Pretty good. I mean... How? I mean, farmers bring food.
Ye old smithy. No, that's not what it says. It just says blacksmith. This is not a Renaissance fair, Zoe. No magical medieval town without a blacksmith. That much I know. There's no one home. This can't be the right door. Hello, I'm here about the library. I know, it's a weird opener, but I was told that this is... Okay, we're going inside.
Army knows.
Knows what, exactly?
That Kian is alive. And Shadow knows what else he told the General.
They spoke.
My men saw the General entering the engine room in the green. Alvani was spotted leaving the house soon after. They were alone in there with one of the engineers. Ferdaus, I believe his name is. He's nowhere to be found. Harmy must have stowed him away somewhere. A witness!
So he knows that you've lied to him? Oh, he will not confront you with this yet. Not until he knows why and what we're planning.
Yes, Harmy is as clever as a rock snake and twice as deadly.
We need to get rid of him. Mother Utana, too. He must have told her.
They're thick as thieves. The only question is, have they informed the first?
Not without more evidence. There's still time.
You're speaking of assassination.
What else would you suggest? We crossed the line long ago, Vamon. There's no way back.
I can't just walk into Harmy's cell and cut his throat.
It needs to look like an accident. The ceremony.
It's a week from now. We can't afford to wait.
We can't afford to be hasty. Until he has concrete evidence of our treachery, the General will continue his investigations. The ceremony, then. We kill them both and make it look like the work of the Resistance.
But if he acts before then, I need to be ready. I need to inform those who are loyal to...
Hush. Come here, my sweet. Don't worry. We will survive this. We always survive. We've worked too hard to fail now. The engine will be ours. The Northlands will be ours. The General's men will pull back to Azadir. The Council will not mount another campaign. They cannot afford it. They lack the support of the people. And then we return in triumph, carrying the light of the goddess, and we destroy our enemies. We rule Azadir, as we've always planned. We will not fail, my love. I will be Empress, and you, my supreme commander. This is the will of the goddess. I know it is. I know it.